Hey everyone, welcome back to another video where some of you are probably in quarantine right now. Mine just pretty much how I normally am. We don't get out much. Anyways, I've had this idea for a long time, and that is to use my video camera, which has some really ultra stabilization. Honestly, it's very impressive at how stabilized it'll get. But stick that on top of a stabilizer. I have the Ronin-S. And see what kind of results we get. Really simple concept, but I'm just curious about it. But let's roll the intro and look into it a little more to see what results we get. So for this video, I'm going to be using the Sony AX53 camcorder. Now this camcorder has a couple different levels of stabilization in it, and I'll do those levels up to the most stabilized, and then restart again on the Ronin-S to see where it starts without stabilization on the camera, and then progressively go along with that also. So with that being said, let's go ahead and go out on the field and see what kind of test results I get. Alright, so as you can definitely tell, this first clip right here is just doing the base handheld shot with no stabilization. The second shot is selected onto the standard stabilization on the camcorder. This third shot is with the active stabilization. This is the most stabilized option it offers. We now have the camcorder mounted on the Ronin with no stabilization on the camera. This is on the Ronin with the standard stabilization on the camera. Lastly, this is the camcorder on active stabilization on the Ronin. Alright, so as you can see, the stabilized footage on the Ronin itself, it might have got a little bit smoother, but yeah, really pretty similar to the handheld versus using the Ronin. Not as much as I would have thought, but obviously you can still see I wasn't trying to hold my hand as steady as possible with the Ronin. And you can see that a little bit of up and down. That is a common stabilizer thing to see if you're not really trying to keep it smooth. I tried to make the test as equal as possible by just keeping a steady walking speed and keeping my arms out and not really trying really hard to get it ultra smooth, just to see how good of results we could get. So after seeing all those clips, let's look at one more thing, like ultra stabilization. So we got stabilized camera on top of stabilizer on top of stabilization in software. So let's check that out, see how it looks. This is with the automatic stabilization feature in Final Cut Pro. Alright, so as you can see, using the stabilization in software still really doesn't improve it much. You still get that up and down motion. Basically the only way to get rid of that is, if you were on a bike or if you were on riding in a car, in a truck bed, filming, that's when this would be ultra smooth footage. Yeah, that's basically all I got for this little experiment. If you found it interesting, if you enjoyed it, if you wouldn't mind giving this video a thumbs up, I'd really appreciate it. Also, if you want to see the videos I come out with every week, you know where the button is for that. And thanks for watching.